Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten, and I'm going to try to do a Trump reading for you guys today. Been a little bit disconnected, so I wrote my notes, try to keep everything straight. The parameters of this reading aren't narrow enough. Unfortunately, I have not learned my lesson yet, and so there's a lot of factors coming in. But the main questions that I pose to the cards are: what more will Michael Avenatti, Stormy Daniels' lawyer, bring to the surface and to public awareness in regards to Donald Trump and Michael Cohen's corrupt Essential LLC shelter company? The money that was coming into it, who was bringing it in, how was it coming in, where was it coming from, and where did the money go? Who received that money? Who benefited from that money? And so what more does Avenatti know about this, and what will he bring to the surface between now and the end of June? Although the time frame can play out longer than that, okay? But that's just the time frame I put on the reading. What impact will any revelations that Avenatti will reveal have on Trump's presidency, on Trump's legal future, or Cohen's legal future? Also, is Avenatti safe? Because I've been worried about him, and I want to know, is he safe? And will he be successful in deposing Trump? I also asked if there would be any significant events between now and the end of June in regards to the Russia probe investigation, or for America, just for us to know about. And I did get, today is May 18th, I laid these cards this morning around 9 a.m. I've been deciphering the cards. Like I said, I'm keeping notes. I want to keep it straight. I've been having trouble staying connected, and I don't like sounding crazy or insane, and it's important to me to deliver coherent readings to you guys, okay? I'd like them to be accurate as well. But more than that, I want it to sound like it's coming, like you can follow it, you know? That's important to me. So, as I was doing this reading, I can see dark things sometimes in these cards, and I did see school shootings, and I saw school shootings up in here. So that really upset me. As I was deciphering the rest of the reading, I decided to take a break around 10:30, 11, and notice on the news that there was another school shooting. So before I could even get it up, it has happened. So that's a little discouraging, and that kind of always happens to me whenever I do my readings. As I begin the reading, something actually takes place before I can even get it up. So anyway, that's playing out, and I just wanted to mention that. So let's go ahead and get started. Please hit the like button if you hadn't already. Please hit the notification bell if you'd like to know when my readings are coming up. If you'd like, personal reading information is in the description box below. If you want to donate to this channel, if you enjoy these readings, then there's a donate button on the home page. These readings take a lot of energy for me, and there's a lot of layers. Again, I already mentioned the time frame could play out longer than between now and the end of June. And there's so much stuff that I'd like to share with you, but I can't. It's too confusing. So I just want to stay within the parameters of the questions. And what else do I want to say? There was something else, but it slipped my mind. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. First off, I just want to say there's going to be a lot of shit coming out. It's going to be a big mess for Trump. See, did I tell you that this is going to be Avenatti's line? These two columns here will be Avenatti. These two columns here will be Trump, and these two columns here will represent Cohen. All right. This not only will represent Trump, but it also will represent America. This could represent the investigation as well as Avenatti. I think this is pretty much just Cohen right now. All right, and then Trump's lawyers as well. So anything having to do with those people in particular will be in their column. So just to begin, there's going to be, see this hanged man here in Trump's line? This crazy guy is pulling against the door. Let me out! Or he's trying to keep something from coming in. But look, there's a lot. He's shitting his pants, and there's a lot of leakage. And there's a trail that leads right to Trump. So there's a lot of shit coming out about Trump in the month of, between now and the end of June. It's going to be a really big mess. A really big mess for Trump. And like I said, the trail will lead, the mess of this trail will lead right to him. And that's what Avenatti has got, and what he's going to be revealing. There's going to be a big source. This is the sun. I'm using the 12 Chairs Tarot deck, and the Modern Spellcasters Tarot deck, along with the Egyptian Oracle, Sibilla, and the Sibilla and Divina. Alright, so there's going to be like a big source, or big leaks coming out from Avenatti, or about Trump. With the Five of Coins here reversed, I feel like this means that there's a demand or a need is met. Avenatti may be making some kind of request for evidence or proof. This could be the deposition desired by him. So this could be Avenatti requesting the deposition, which is what he most desires. And with the Two of Cups next to it reversed, this talks about affairs. Two of Cups reversed can talk about affairs, illicit affairs. So this is a deposition request in regards to the Trump and Stormy affair. Also, I feel like this means that others who have binding the Hangman is usually someone kind of tied up. They show rope around the Hangman. He's tied up. And so that's a symbol in my head when I think of the Hangman. It's not showing here, but I just want to tell you that's why I'm using the reference of being tied up. I feel like other people are legally tied up, will be coming to, who are in immoral contracts, who've had affairs with Trump, because this is Trump's line. This would be affairs next to Trump. They're going to be coming towards Avenatti, and he's going to be vetting them with the sun, looking into them more closely. And at least two women will be employing his services, or he will take them on as clients. So this is telling me he's got some evidence for sure, and Trump with this Hangman is going to be freaking out and trying to block it from coming out, and it's going to be leaking out bad. And he's shitting his pants. Trump is shitting his pants. Trump knows that he's stuck and that he's trapped, and he's almost like he's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, rocking like a crazy man in fright. All this shit is about to burst forth. And so Trump is going to be throwing up barricades and blocks, but the trail leads right to him. Now, I feel like this Two of Cups is also talking about, because this would be Avenatti's line, and then his clarifier, and then a relation from Avenatti to Trump, right? So I feel like this Two of Cups is also maybe talking about Avenatti's personal life, his personal relationship. There might be some sort of discordant energy in his marriage or in his love life. I don't know if he's married. I have not done that research. But if he has a relationship, there may be some trouble in it. But I also feel like this card could be representing Ivanka and Jared. But it could also be representing another man and another woman besides Ivanka and Jared, okay? Someone close to Trump. But I feel like they're going to be... Now, this could be, like I said, Ivanka, Jared, other people who've had affairs with Trump are going to be releasing evidence to Avenatti, or releasing evidence to the investigators in the Russia probe, because it stands for Avenatti and the probe. And they'll be doing this. I wish I had a longer table. I just need a longer table. They'll be doing this behind Trump's back. See, he doesn't see that they're doing this. And I feel like this whole line could be the past, what's happened already, or what's about to happen in the very near future, okay? So either they've already done it or they're going to do it soon. But back to the sun, which is in Avenatti's line, I feel like there's going to be a lot of light exposed on Trump's affairs. And on his illegal transactions. But I'm also seeing with this Two of Cups here, that I don't know if you guys can see this. You know, when it's later, when I view it, it looks really clear. But when I'm looking at it through a little camera lens, I'm not sure if you guys can see the cards, the details. But I feel like if this is Jared, he's got his back up against the wall because of bad loans or bad purchases. And I feel like the light is going to be exposed on that with the sun. Avenatti is somehow going to provide evidence that exposes that through this LLC fund, through this LLC shell company, right? So light will be shown on how it could be Jared, it could be someone else, but it will be shown on someone who has their back against the wall, how they received money to cover up their loans or purchases. And there's a woman in red here. Woman in red. For me, a woman in red stands for Russia, stands for that Russian lawyer chick, Vechelnitskaya. I'm probably saying her name wrong. It also could stand for any prostitute, harlot. I guess if you want to use that word. That's the word that's coming to me. And you guys know that my cards layer meanings, okay? So that's what gets tricky, you know. It's a bunch of stuff at once. It's like being told 3 or 4 different stories all at the same time. So, okay. So I feel like his back is against the wall, and light will be exposed on his shady dealings, possibly connections back to Russia, receiving money or payments. Or this could be about Trump paying out Scarlett women, that he's had affairs with through the Shell Corporation. I'm also seeing that Avenatti, by releasing evidence, will be exposing to the world collusion. Two of Cups for me is always a collusion card. And Trump is trapped. Trump is going to be trapped. He's the hangman. Avenatti has got him. My God, it's almost like Avenatti is Superman. So this Two of Cups reversed here is a bad connection that its shitty trail leads right back to Trump. So wow, I feel like this is Jared, or it could be Cohen. And look, their feet is all up in the shit. Their feet are dirty. And Ivanka's okay with it. Ivanka's okay with it. So those connections, the connections between Russia, the payments or whatever, all that's going to get exposed will be coming to our awareness between now and the end of June. Could take a little bit longer. I feel like, you see the funnel? I feel like this was a way to funnel money from Russia. This LLC. And that is what's going to be exposed through Avenatti's evidence that he will be releasing. And there's a big source, the sun, funneling secrets, exposing secrets to the investigation as well outside of Avenatti. There's some source, and it could be Jared and Ivanka, or it could be some other man and woman whose back is up against the wall, who's sharing information with the investigation. Okay? Someone's dropping some huge tea on Trump. And I say that all the time. And they may have already done it, or they're about to do it. It hasn't been exposed yet, but it will be exposed in the near future. So we have this King of Wands here in next to Trump's hangman. King of Wands reversed. King of Wands to me is always like a red card as well. Usually in most decks is depicted with a red color. So for me, just automatically I feel the color red. And this is a man who's sweeping up the yards, the grounds, and I feel like it's a school ground. And remember I told you about the children and the shootings. So I'm just going to tell you what I wrote, and even though it's kind of like after the fact. So the King of Wands reverse next to this hangman is telling me that Trump is going to be acting very crazy. The White House is going to be upside down. See, the White House is upside down because it's a reverse card. And oh my God, I feel like Trump is going to be sweeping out the shit. He's going to be getting rid of some people. The King of Wands reversed is he's a jerk. He's an asshole. So I feel like here is telling us that Trump is going to be acting crazy. He's going to be acting very vile and crazy. Maybe smearing people's reputation and that sort of thing, saying ugly, nasty things, or doing ugly, nasty things, right? I also feel a strong sense of, since this is next to the Six of Cups reversed, Six of Cups, those of you familiar with tarot, talks about family, nostalgia, going back in the past, right? Good old days. So with it being reversed, I feel like there's some sort of, and then the King of Wands reversed here can be a bigot. I feel like there's going to be some kind of racial problem, racial issue, possibly between now and June coming out, some bigotry, and also, like I said, crazy behavior around schools, possibly a massacre. and that's already come to pass. And there's a potential, there may be another one as well. So bear that in mind. It didn't come up in my cards for no reason, just so that it, it has a reason for coming up. So I feel like, let me go back. I feel like there's going to be some bigotry shown by Trump, or possibly some racial stuff, some racial issues coming up very soon. I feel like with the King of Wands reversed, that I'm recalling with the Six of Cups, his shithole comments. See his shit coming up. His shithole comments. So that might be coming up again. He may be making those comments again. Someone is going to be trying to sweep Trump's shit up. Okay, and this is next to Cohen's line, right? This is basically would be Cohen and his clarifiers, and this is Trump and his clarifier. So he shares this energy with Cohen. So this is Cohen, his fixer, someone who sweeps up his shit, right? He sweeps up his shit. He does a bad job of it too. So there's also the King of Wands reverse. He threatens. He can be very threatening and demanding. He gets his way. He's very ambitious. He's ruthless. And he can be cruel. So I feel like Cohen himself, Trump is going to be threatening a lot of people. And he's going to be, and there's going to be threats to Cohen. Cohen's family is threatened, or Cohen as a fixer threatened families, okay? Again, the cards are layering different meanings for me. Cohen's family is upside down. Trump is going to try to fix his own shit by saying something about someone, saying some shit about someone. And like I said, he might make that shithole comment again. He might do something to cause drama, right? In an effort to fix this situation. And then I was talking about how, I mean, I'm going to be really mean here, but I don't care. The woman in red, the scarlet woman, basically a whore, right? And I've I know this is mean, but Sarah Huckabee Sanders to me is the whore of Babylon. She's just that. I don't know if you guys have ever read The Tribulation or The Late Great Planet Earth. I read that book a couple of times back in my old young days and my old religious days, which I'm not religious anymore, but I am spiritual and I believe in God and Jesus. But anyway, in that book, if you're familiar with it, the whore of Babylon speaks on behalf of the Antichrist, and it's just a demon from hell. It just tells lies after lies after lies after lies. So she represents the whore of Babylon for me. So someone is going to be trying to sweep up Trump's comments and his shit, trying to fix it, and that could be Sarah Huckabee Sanders standing in front of the White House, lying to us some more, trying to fix Trump's shit. Talking to the press. Trump could say some shit about someone's heritage, someone's home, someone's race, or where they're from. Or about their past history, to try and smear them, right? And I'm also, or to distract and cause some drama. And I'm also seeing here with the Six of Cups reversed, a disloyal family around Trump. And I did call your attention to Jared and Ivanka could be giving up some evidence. Or it could be someone else close to Trump. It doesn't have to be Jared and Ivanka. We'll leave that open. So, wow. This is going to be a long reading. Let me try to speed up. So I feel like Michael Cohen's family is upside down. His family may be threatened, or he feels like his family is threatened. And like I said, this is where I started to reveal and see the school massacre threat. Or this could be representing there could be some more ugliness coming out around the Parkland shootings. That was going to be my excuse to try and not be so dark. And that could still be an issue that's going to be coming up because of the new shooting. The Parkland shooting is going to be coming up, and then there might be some backlash in relations coming out in regards to all of that school shooting stuff. And Trump won't help matters. He'll make things worse. So, back to Cohen, okay, because I just want to stick to the reading. So this is, I feel like this is also representing Cohen. It's representing red, China, Russia. And Trump. And Putin. Did I say that? Okay, so Cohen, the fixer, like I said, I feel like literally he's feeling threatened. His family may be threatened, and this may be a literal threat. Like he may literally be threatened, not just he fears for their future. No, I mean like he really fears for their life. So I think he's deciding here. He's deciding with the Two of Pentacles. And his decision is going to be, God, I'm all over the place. His decision is going to be based on his family. And I feel like well, let's just talk about the Two of Pentacles. I feel like this is talking about it's all about Cohen's family, and there's deals that Cohen is mixed up with. He's trying to keep everything straight, but it's all about his family. Or there may be links to a crime family, or links back to Trump and his family that would be bad. That Cohen is a link in some sense as well, that links back to Trump and his family. Just follow me, guys, because I'm just following the pictures right now, okay? So I feel like this is talking about Cohen's past history of threatening and fixing. Threatening and fixing, right? And making deals with foreign countries. For me, ship always means foreign, foreigner, foreign lands, foreign travel. So Cohen is going to make a deal, and he's going to pass along some information. And I think he's going to be doing that in the near future. But I also feel like this is talking about his recent past. What he did when he was traveling abroad. That he was a mediator. He was someone who was a go-between. He passed along information. He handled money, handled the deals. In his foreign travels, and I feel like he transferred information from one place to another, And basically, I feel like this is like talking about orphans or shelters. Basically, he sheltered or laundered money as a go-between for Trump, crime families, and foreign relations. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. So, this is what Cohen will have to share. That's what he's holding on to right now. He's holding on to this information. And that's what he's going to have to share with the investigation in order to make a deal for himself to protect his family. And that is what Avenatti's proof and evidence will expose, a lead or a trail to the exposure of this. Okay? I feel like Cohen will be unfaithful to Trump here with this Ace of Wands. He's lost. I think he's holding on right now. He's holding on. He's holding on to a promise, to Trump's promise, the Ace of Pentacles. Trump's promise of pardon or protection, like this would be a shield of protection. There's some kind of end here for Cohen and a new beginning. But I feel like the cards are also saying he's about to get hit hard. He's about to get hit hard with some hard, cold evidence that is going to force him to take a deal he doesn't want to take. In the end, he's going to have to do what he has to do to protect his family. I clarified these cards with these two cards, and I got the weakness from Sibilla and Davina and the Two of Pentacles reversed. So, again, this is like the Two of Pentacles here. It's just upside down. So whatever he's holding on to here, he gives up here. He's going to give up. He's going to really try to hold on, though. He really wants to be loyal to Trump. But his weakness is his family. He's in dire danger. This is a very severe warning card. This is severe danger. You're very vulnerable to death here. You're in a pit of despair here. He's filled with worry and anxiety. We're talking about Cohen, and he's under a serious threat. So he's going to have to flip on Trump. He's going to have to flip. But he's considering that now, right? He's considering that. He's trying to find a way around it. Now let's go back to Avenatti. We've got this Sun here and the Fortuna card. So, and that is basically, hopefully you guys can see it. Let me try and position the camera so I can lay this out properly. All right. So we've got the Sun here. This is exposure and light coming. Avenatti providing exposure on Trump's dealings, and this is Trump here. It's causing a lot of trouble, a big mess for Trump, a lot of trouble for him. But I feel like Avenatti is definitely getting threatened. Like I told you, I'm worried about his safety. See the dog here threatening the family, the couple. So I feel like although Avenatti is getting threatened, he's not going to back down. He's an attack dog himself. And I also feel like the women who are going to be coming to him, at least two of them, they're going to be exposing. They will have been threatened as well. They may have some proof or evidence to show that. And I feel like with the Sun and with Fortuna here, Avenatti is going to be getting a lot of attention, a huge amount of public attention, celebrity. His star will rise really high. There may be some exposure on Avenatti's own private life, his own personal relationships, which he may get ahead of and just go ahead and release information himself. I don't know. He's not going to back down from any threats, so maybe someone is threatening to expose something about his private life. I'm also trying to understand the Sun next to this blocked door here. I keep seeing the blocked door. It's barred, it's blocked, it's locked. So I threw some Sibillas, and what came out was the Fortuna card and the Death card, right? Both cards fell out. So I lay them between Trump's card and Avenatti's card. So hopefully you guys can see that. Oh, I wish I had more space. Alright, let's just lay it like that. So, I feel like Trump is going to be trying to block, Trump and his lawyers will be trying to block, or his party or whatever, will be trying to block Avenatti from exposing any more evidence. And they will be threatening him literally with death threats. Of course, this will be hidden. This will be caped. There's also a threat to Avenatti's ability to practice law, like he's doing something illegal. Like that's what they'll be threatening him with. But Fortuna protects. This is one of the most powerful cards in the Sibilla deck. It's second only to the Peacock. So when this card comes out, he has divine protection from these threats. Avenatti's going to be fine. So that's one of my questions. Is he going to be safe? Yes, he's going to be safe. Due to spiritual protection, he also has official protection, some kind of official protection. There could be some sort of security around him. And I feel like also the exposure that he's bringing attention to these threats will also protect him. All right. Avenatti's going to be a big star, I think. He's going to really rise in popularity, and they're going to be talking shit about that as well. You can't. Let me zoom back down. They're going to be Trump's team is going to be talking shit about that as well. Maybe even the press too. I don't know. Nobody likes a winner, right? Everybody gets jealous. Anyway, Avenatti's a winner. Avenatti's a winner. I've just got my little crystals here because they keep the cards from moving. Avenatti for president? What? Is he thinking that he wants to run for president? I don't know. Avenatti's star is going to rise higher, though, I feel, in the future. And he's protected from these sinister threats or from death threats. And I feel like he wants to expose and protect the women as well. But as I'm looking at this barred door, it's telling me that there's certain information that Avenatti can't release until it's time. This is a destined time, the Fortuna card. And but that before fortune will go in his favor, the time will come when this door will no longer be barred to him. So follow me again, because I'm getting off track. So now I'm getting the police outside a barred door. And what's inside is threatened, blocked for security or security protection or security clearance. And I'm sensing Jared security clearance, something about Jared's security clearance. Is a lingering threat for Trump. I don't know. This is a mess for Trump. It's causing Trump a lot of trouble, whatever Avenatti's going to be exposing. And I feel the barred door is saying that Trump is also saying, you can't go in here. You can't release that. That's wrong. And that's where they're going to be accusing him of doing something against the law and threatening to disbar Avenatti. Because he's illegally leaking information, something like that. That's what they're saying, and it's an endangerment to the president. This is also an excuse that Trump's side is going to be using to try and end the investigation, because remember, this line stands for the investigation. I know I'm confusing you guys. Just follow along, just listen to what I'm saying then, okay? I'm doing my best. But Trump is going to be threatening to end this investigation because these leaks, this is also corrupt, is basically what he's going to be saying. And his advocates are going to be saying that this is endangering his presidency. That's going to be their defense. So wow, I'm getting that Avenatti, what Avenatti knows, is sealed from us knowing right now, but when it comes out, it's going to literally end, because this card, the death card, brings an end to something that it's next to. And I'm focused on this Five of Pentacles. So whatever is barring Avenatti, whatever is blocking him, is going to come to an end. He will be able to release information, and when it's released, it's going to bring an end to Trump. This is my death card. This is death, but this is also my death card in tarot. For me, the Five of Cups can stand for something you can't get back. You know, it's over. For me, it stands for, it can be a murder card, it can be a death card, it can be a suicide card, deep betrayal. But I'm digressing. So I feel like Avenatti knows what he knows. What's being sealed is going to be released, and eventually it's going to bring an end to Trump. It's going to bring his end. And I'm not talking literal death. Death of his presidency. And his lawyers know it, and he knows it. Two of Swords here reversed means there's no question. So I feel like Trump will be firing people. He's going to be dumping people, firing people, trying to end this investigation. You guys still with me? Wow, okay. 39 minutes in. I'm going to take a break and come back. Okay, I feel like Trump is going to be firing people, sweeping house, right, and getting rid of any suspected staff of leaking, or anyone that he suspects of leaking. And I feel like Trump is going to try and fix this problem himself. He's going to try and fix this problem himself by, like I said, firing someone involved in the investigation. It could be Rosenstein or Sessions. He's going to make some sort of crazy move with the hangman, some sort of crazy move to fix it himself with the King of Wands. And he may even be starting some kind of drama, because the King of Wands is drama here, that may be racially charged or in foreign lands in order to disconnect or distance himself from the trouble that he's in. There might be some blood spilled on our land, and it already has happened. But it could still happen because this is in the further future. That's why I said there could be another mass shooting. Okay? Or the cards could be talking about some sort of betrayal from blood ties on Trump's end. This is Trump's line. Some sort of betrayal by blood ties, or betrayal or conspiracies. Trump is related with this, associated with this. This is going to cause big sorrow and grief for Trump, and regrets for Trump. There's going to be a lot of gossip and scandal and betrayals and a lot of shit coming out. I keep using that reference, but it's serious, right? And this could also stand for a funeral for me. So I think that someone might die. And this might be a funeral. Somehow it's related to America, the White House, political environment, right? A major death. It could be McCain, I hope not. But then we have the barred door, right? Trump is barred from going to the funeral. So maybe around that time, that's when Avenatti will be able to release more information, or maybe something that he's legally barred from releasing now will get open up to him. So that may be a correlation of time frame, right? So there may be a funeral or a murder or a suicide, but I'll stick with funeral. Something again about Jared's security clearance coming out. And I can't see into that. I don't know. I don't want to go into that. I just want to stick to my questions. So let's just focus back on Trump. He's in a big mess. And his enemies are coming for him. Five of Swords, his enemies. This is literally the enemy. So like I said, his enemies are coming for him. He feels trapped. He's going to be screaming. He's going to be screaming. King of Wands screams. He's going to be screaming, no collusion, no collusion, no collusion. There is no collusion. But the King of Wands is a lie. Two of Cups here. This card's throwing me off. Let me put it back underneath here. Just kind of want to pull it down so you guys can see. Two of Cups here to clarify the Five of Cups. Two of Cups is reversed. This is my collusion card. Upright or reversed. Talks about, when it's reversed, talks about disconnect, or disloyal partner, unfaithful, an ex-partner, a breakup, a divorce. It's also next to Cohen's line. I think Cohen's wife may be threatening divorce. And I also feel like there's some sort of a gift that Trump is offering to Cohen, maybe to protect, or because maybe he's offering to protect. I gotta clarify for that. I just forgot to put it in here. I wanted to know why the Two of Cups and the Five of Cups was here, and I got the Four of Clubs. Not using my traditional Sibilla deck because I'm using it somewhere else. So I'm using this Egyptian Oracle, which is also La Vera Sibilla. It's just with an Egyptian theme. So normally this would be my Woman in Red card as well. Here she's in pink. Woman in Red for me has started to associate itself with that lawyer, that Russian lawyer, Vetchelnitskaya. I can't say her name. But it also talks about making someone comfortable. So I think that Trump may be offering to protect Cohen's family and keep them comfortable if he will remain loyal, because there's a lot of fear and regret and worry that Cohen will spill on Trump. So he may be reaching out to Cohen, or reaching out to let him know in some way that she'll be okay, his family will be okay, I'll keep them safe. Also, somehow I feel, I don't know, something about the Parkland shootings here. Maybe there'll be some sort of debate about executing that boy. I don't know if they've decided to execute him yet or not, or just to put him in prison for life. But that might be coming up 3 or 4 weeks or so. I don't know. There's some sort of an invitation for peace. For me, Four of Wands would be the Four of Clubs would be the Four of Wands in tarot, which is a peace card. So he's really sad and upset about the backing down of Kim Jong-un for the peace summit. He's really upset about that. The bad deal went wrong with the Six of Pentacles reversed. So he's really upset about that too. And I feel like this Vetelnitskaya, guys, I'm sorry, I can't say her name. Somehow she's going to feel forced by Putin to, or pressure by Putin to release some shit maybe on Trump, or release some dirt on Trump. She may share some information, spill some information, or there may be some possible connection between her and Cohen and Russian deals, okay? That's the best I can make out with that. Okay. So, back to Cohen. I feel like Cohen is really trying hard. Back to Cohen. I feel like this is Cohen here. Hold on. All right. It's underneath. All about clarity, guys. Just trying to be clear. All right. So, again, this is Trump offering to keep his family, keep Cohen's family comfortable. I think there may be some trouble in Cohen's marriage. And he's really worried about his family, very, very worried. The danger to his family is so concrete. And he's losing faith in Trump's promises, right? He's trying to remain loyal, however, but in the end, he's going to have to flip. He's still deciding, though. Although I feel like these cards, if I didn't see this, would say he's flipped already. If I didn't see this, I would say he's flipped already. Somehow, something's going on here I can't understand. Because it says he's flipped, but here he hasn't flipped yet. So I'm confused. But let me just finish reading what I have. I feel like Cohen will be unfaithful to Trump. With this reverse Ace of Wands, he's lost faith that Trump will come through with his pardon, protection, the shield of the Ace of Pentacles. And there's some sort of an ending and a new beginning for Cohen. And he's about to get hit with some hard evidence. And he's going to have to do what he has to do to protect his family. They're too under threat. He's at his wit's end. He's full of worry and anxiety. Okay, I already said that. So let's just go and let's sum up this reading, guys, because it's already gone on long enough. And again, I'm not sure if I'm making any sense or any of this will come true. So let's finish up, guys. Let's go to Avenatti. I'm just going to sum up this reading, guys. I hope it's brought some sort of clarity to you. I have no idea. Well, let's just finish up with Avenatti's line in his outcome. I feel like whatever was binding him. See, this is like a legally bound situation, a commitment. Could be a legal binding contract, marriage. Avenatti might be divorced or divorcing. But anyway, I feel like whatever was binding him legally is going to come to an end. He will get a victory with the Ace of Swords. He will no longer be legally bound. But I also feel that Trump will refuse to cooperate or to sit down. For a deposition. This might be in regards to the deposition. I feel like Avenatti will get the law on his side, but I feel like Trump will not comply. This is the Three of Pentacles, so this is this is cooperation, and this is the lack of cooperation. So, and this would be a disagreement, not meeting. This would be a meeting, and this would be not meeting. So, in the future, Trump is wondering if he can lock himself down in the White House, if he can bar them from taking him out. I'm just saying what's in his head, okay? What I feel he's thinking. Like literally, like you'll pull me out of this White House from you'll pry it out. You'll pry this presidency out of my cold dead hands. Type of energy, type of fight. This is a conflict. Five of Swords. There's better depictions for the Five of Swords, but the cards chose this depiction today, which is saying that basically there's just a trail of evidence that leads right to Trump. This is his outcome. And that's what Avenatti has. This, whatever is going to be coming out, where the money was going, where it was funneled to and from, is going to lead right back to Trump, the big bully. But let me stick with my notes. The trail leads straight to him. All the clues are there. See the clues? You couldn't paint a better picture than this. You couldn't paint a better picture than this. It's all going to lead right to him. And I think Trump is, I'm feeling like this is Giuliani right now. I think Trump is going to fire Giuliani by the end of June, if not before, not sooner, because Giuliani is just making things worse. He's just making a big mess. And Trump, this is Trump saying, I'm a better advocate for myself than this guy. He's just making a huge mess, and he's a waste of my money. And Trump will feel relief when he gets rid of Giuliani, but he's also going to be getting rid of someone in the investigation or has to do with the investigation. It will make him feel relief, right? But it will be an abuse of power and a bad decision to do this, right? With the Two of Swords. And there's something about a deal offered, an opportunity missed, potential to miss a deal, to miss an opportunity, right? Not quite sure what this Four of Cups reverse is trying to say. It's telling me you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And I'm not quite sure what that means yet. Maybe it will unfold later. But there's some sort of discovery that comes out that's going to affect Trump coming from the investigation, right? It's going to lead right to him, to this collusion, right? And I feel like also like his lawyers are just saying this is a trap, this is the trap, this is the trap, you can't talk to him. I feel like Trump is going to refuse to sit down with Mueller in the investigation. Maybe if he gets a legal subpoena or summons, I feel like he will refuse. He will bar himself from doing that. He will claim that it's illegal to begin with, right? And this could also be that, I'm just trying to wrap this up. So this could also be Trump leading Rosenstein into a trap. They're trying to trap him so that they can fire him, right? And that would be Trump abusing his power by doing that. So I feel like that's a plan. It's definitely a plan. Also, this could be that his lawyers don't want him to sit for a deposition or sit with Mueller because it will be a trap. He will be led into a trap. And this is also saying that I feel like Trump and his advocates are going to be distancing themselves from Cohen, right? Distancing themselves from Cohen. And this has something to do with North Korea. Distancing himself from Cohen. Literally, they're going to be making Cohen the fall guy for Trump. Trump is going to end up distancing himself from Cohen more and more. Cohen will end up being the fall guy, right? I feel like Cohen will end up being the fall guy. And Two of Swords reversed next to this King of Pentacles. This is Cohen's line, his outcome. He makes a bad decision, or he makes a bad decision for the president. Or it could be that Trump making him the fall guy would be a bad decision for the president. I'm just reading the cards intuitively, guys, and it could just be gibberish. But anyway, the Two of Swords reverse here is about talks about being caught between a rock and a hard place. So Cohen will really struggle again, like I said, to be loyal to Trump. He really will struggle to remain loyal to Trump. And that's what I say. I'm seeing the struggle, but yet I saw the flip here, right? Maybe there will be some kind of regrets that he has. I don't know. Maybe he'll take something back. I don't know. But in the end, he's going to figure out with the Two of Swords reverse that he can't trust Trump, that he's Trump's fall guy. And maybe his advocates or his lawyers will help him to see that. And it might be a woman. Does he have a woman lawyer? I don't know. Or a woman will come between him and Trump, right? A woman will come between Cohen and Trump. It could be Cohen's wife. This is a widower card. The widower card. Widower. So it could be his wife. It could be one of these women coming out. Could be a female lawyer. But I feel like there's some sort of opportunity Cohen might miss or could miss if he doesn't make a decision to take a deal really soon. And that's kind of where the cards leave off, and that's where I have to stop. I don't know if I made any sense, guys, but I'm going to go ahead and post this. And be kind in your comments. And yeah. Alright. That's it. Alright. Talk to you guys later. Blessings. Bye.